See them.
Hi everyone, it's the Dating Doctors. Thanks for joining us.
Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday. I can't believe it's Thursday. And it's October, Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I'm supposed to wear pink today and I totally forgot.
We can do it the rest of the month.
Yeah, we can. We'll make up for it. We got a couple more Thursdays to dress in pink. And we're so glad. Thank you, Georgina, for joining us today.
We have the pink hearts at least.
Yeah, we do have the pink hearts. We just say that.
Make that the theme of the rest of the month.
That's right. Pink hearts for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And of course, I would be amiss if I didn't mention it's also Tedtober, which is Ted Bogart's birthday. My co-host on Manic Mondays at 11:30. So we're gonna say shout out to Ted Bogart. His birthday is today, so today's his birthday.
Today's a national holiday,
National
pretty
holiday.
much.
So just about anybody who knows Ted knows that this is a national holiday for him. So thank you for joining us on the Dating Doctors. And as you know, this is Tatiana, and she is a resident
in training.
In training. I don't know. To tell you the truth, I feel like I'm the one who's in training. I'm the one who hasn't been dating and stuff. So I basically am just learning as I go along. So every day is a learning experience. So we're going to get right into my learning experience. Although, I mean, the jury isn't totally in, but I'm going to talk about it anyway. So I had my second date with a guy that I met online. I'm on so many dating sites. It's mind-boggling. I met a guy on OkCupid.
Oh, I thought it was Zeus.
Yeah, he was on Zeus as well, but I met him on OkCupid. That's where we conversed and wound up going on a second date. And I think I got brushed off. This is something I learned.
We both learned this. We are both the students here.
You know,
the patients.
Yeah, we had a date last night, and I guess I'll say his name. His name is Todd. I know. I got the names. It's crazy. So Todd, all American boy. So he and I thought we had a great time. So he sent me a text message today and said he had a great night yesterday. And I said, so did I. And then about an hour later, yeah.
I would imagine.
I know John Wild just posted his dating site that he's on. It's Sluts Are Us. We can say that on camera. I can say whatever I want because it's my show. But John apparently didn't find anybody on that. I wonder why.
Yeah.
I don't know, John. You guys up your standards.
Sure that the real gems are over there.
Yeah, exactly. I had a second date, and then the guy sent me a message this morning saying had a great evening, nice, had a great time, basically.
Yeah, follow up,
I guess. And then I got another text message 2 hours later. It said, we should do this again sometimes.
Which we both thought was a very positive thing.
I thought that was positive, but apparently I Googled it. And when someone says we should do this again sometime, is actually not true. Mm-hmm. Apparently,
according to the internet, which means it must be true.
Apparently, that's when they're blowing you off. Well, I don't understand the concept. Why would you say to somebody, I had a great time, we should do this again sometime, and why say that?
My theory is, I told you, is that and men, feel free to chime in here, that he's keeping it so that he can follow up on that promise and say, hey, what are you doing? It's November. I want to snuggle and get together. We should do what we did before. We should do it again sometime.
Wow.
It's a really great, closure and leaving the door open
at the same time.
It's smart. I honestly,
I didn't even think of that.
Never even realized that.
I thought it was a good thing. I'm like, oh look, he texted me. He had a great time. Oh, he texted me.
Because tell them what happened when you responded.
Oh, so I responded because he said we should do this again sometime, and I gave him some dates of availability, and I heard nothing back.
Nothing.
Like crickets. Wow.
See? Yep. I think you should just know when to call it. It's like dating doctors. You have to know when to call a patient.
Okay, you're going to call it?
Yeah, we're going to
Time of death.
2:45 p.m. done. On to the next thing.
Oh, bring in the next patient. That's all I'm saying, right? I don't know. I hate this.
Here's my new thing. You have this, okay? So here's my new suggestion to you. My
I can't show you where I put the crystal that you gave me.
Oh. So we're gonna try something new, and I think that you need to like burn this Palo Santo every time in between.
Tell people what this is.
So actually, I'm not as familiar with this. I usually personally use sage more, and it's not anything weird. I used to always think like, oh, that's some creepy stuff, but it's more of a symbolic ritual type thing for you. So you make it whatever works for you. For me, I would just burn it in between each person and take a moment to
between
let them
each person.
Go.
I'm gonna need more than this.
You can reuse it. So it's eco-friendly. It's from South America.
Oh God!
But basically, just
John.
No.
Unbelievable.
But just even if you don't do that,
yeah.
Every time think about positive and negative. What did you learn from this? Did you have a great time? Did he make you laugh? Did he make you feel good about something? Did he compliment something on you that you never heard before? Like everybody's brought into our life for a reason. So appreciate it, and then but gotta know when to call it. So it's a very fine balance of like investment and then also protection.
So the dating doctors, just like any other doctor, I can't possibly run every single gamut. I mean, I'm a general dating doctor. I'm not a surgeon or, maybe a neurologist or something. I don't specialize.
Right now you're in general medicine, but you're finding your specialty.
My specialty is rejection. Rehabilitation. Oh my God. I mean, so this is
But here's what I was asking you earlier. So this is where there might be some difference in preference. And we have a lot of people interacting with us today. So I'm curious, what would have been the ideal way for him to handle that?
I love that you asked that, because I have had this happen where I've gone out with someone and I wasn't feeling it. And oh God. John Wild always
getting wild
with John Wild. That should be the name of his
own show.
You need your own show, John. You can follow right after the dating doctors. So I have had incidents where I wasn't feeling it with a guy, so I didn't say, "Hey, had a great time. We should do this again." I never did that. It's leading somebody on.
I don't have time for that.
So I just say, I said, you know what, you're a great, and I did this not many times, but several times. I said, look. You're a great guy. We have a lot in common, that we're both good people, but there's more that we don't have in common than we have in common.
Yeah.
And I say it was, I had a great time, but I think we're gonna go our separate ways. I've literally said that to a person face to face.
Yeah.
During a date. I've also said this to a person via text. I've also said this to a person over the phone. So I would never in a million years tell you, hey, I had a great time last night. Let's do this again sometime. Never would I say that. Unless I absolutely meant it. Because I'm not a liar, right? I'm a straight shooter. And you're actually hurting my feelings more by saying to somebody, leading them on to think that they actually have a chance.
Yeah.
So I would never do that to somebody. So that's just kind of where I
think that's a lost art.
What, telling the truth?
Yeah, being blunt. In this day and age with technology, I think people can be whoever they want to be, and that gets very comfortable. And so now there's a nice distance where he can just text you, right?
Yeah.
It's easier to text someone versus having to hear or see their face when you tell them that, which it shouldn't be that hard. I think the fact that you're so honest is a great thing, because if we're real, there's over 7 billion people in the world.
That's true.
You're not going to, connect and have a soulmate interaction with every single person.
Of course.
So, and that would make it very not special. You know?
That's true.
So everybody needs to look at a rejection as purely one person closer to getting to your soulmate. It's like real estate. You have a lot of realtors on here. It's a numbers game. And someone told me one time to read the book. It's about saying no, and to get so many no's before you get a yes.
Okay.
So it's a numbers game. If I shoot for 100 no's in real estate, and that's my goal, versus I'm going to get 10 successful yeses or calls, then you stop there. But if your goal is 100 no's, you're going to get a couple yeses in there, and then you're going to keep going. And then the rejection doesn't even hurt anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I'm never. It's not about the rejection that bothers me. It's for me. It's about not being honest. And the thing is that I guess I've heard, and I love that someone said this. When a guy says, "I don't want to hurt you," And there's Matthew Hussey, actually, which one of my friend John Lynch actually turned me on to Matthew Hussey. He is a relationship expert and has his own Facebook page as well. But he said that when a guy says to you, I don't want to hurt you, what he is actually saying is, I'm going to hurt you.
I don't know.
That's what that means. I've had
the male brain.
The last guy I dated said that to me. I don't want to hurt you, and he would say that several times while we were dating. But what he was actually saying is, I am going to hurt you, and I'm preparing you. So this kind of I don't know for sure.
Why do they do that?
Why do they do that? Because it is easier to wash your hands of say if you know that something that you're going to do is going to be damaging to another person. It's almost like if you say I don't want to hurt you, it's their way of washing their hands.
It's like saying
I told you I didn't want to hurt you.
Or it's like saying no offense, but I can't stand that.
Yeah, I love that. I think it was in Talladega Nights, which is one of my favorite movies with Will Ferrell, and he says, with all due respect, you're this and that. And he's like, and so the reporter says, you can't just say with all due respect and just say whatever you want after it. And he goes, sure can. I did say with all due respect.
Yeah, so they're taking away the accountability.
There's no accountability. Right.
I get it now. That sucks.
Yeah, it totally sucks. So I'm spending time here on the Dating Doctor Show to tell you this is what happens. You go out, you have supposedly a good connection, and then the person, whatever, for whatever reason, I have no problem with it. If he wasn't feeling it, that's fine. But I would rather him say, you know what, it's this is the truth. When someone says it's not you, it's me, that's actually not wrong because they're not feeling it. There's nothing I did wrong.
No.
Okay, so yeah, it's true. If I would rather hear it's not you, it's me. You're a great person. I just don't feel a connection. I would close that door. Yeah, would I be upset for a couple minutes? Absolutely. But this, I don't know if this is real. If he's leading me on and trying to let me down easy, or if he actually does want to ever see me again. I don't know. Well, you guys will hear it next Thursday.
We'll find out. But at least we've educated the masses on the famous let's do it again sometime text.
Oh my
I
gosh.
have never thought of it that way.
Who the heck would think that in the English language, when someone says, I want to do this again sometime, or we should do this again sometime, that actually doesn't mean that. I don't know. I'm like, we're a creative services company, and we
know language.
We know language, and we know marketing, and we know that you say what you mean. You don't say something and read between the lines. I mean, so
that's sad.
I don't know. I could be wrong, but I hope I'm wrong. But it doesn't. It looks like in the dating world, this is a common push off or a pull away. I think they call it
pull away.
Yeah,
that's what I call it.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Yeah. Says Georgia,
okay.
Are you looking at it from the two extremes? It sounds like he wouldn't mind dating from time to time. Yeah, and you know what? With him, this particular person told me they're looking for, and we had it on, we put it in writing. We texted each other that what we want, and we're looking for a serious relationship, both of us. So, and John says, good, honest, romantic woman no longer exists.
The same can be said for
hello,
men,
John.
so,
I'm right here. I'm in the flesh. I'm real. And I do want a romantic relationship, a real
one.
I'm
in a romantic relationship. I'm a good, honest, romantic woman.
They do exist. It's that...
Single, sometimes, maybe not as much. But
yeah. But
the gems are right here, though.
I'm here. I'm real. And I'm absolutely 100%. When I'm in, I'm all in.
Yeah.
And I just can't find somebody who's honest enough to say, or they get too scared. They don't want to be, they got what they want, and then and then there's always the ex. I am telling you, I have met more men who cannot get over their ex. This is the thing. This person, male or female, let's say it's a man, and the woman has left him for another man. I don't know what it takes for you to get over that ex. That person has told you they don't want to be with you.
Yeah.
But they still...
they want what they can't have, I suppose.
Yeah, I think that's the way it works. I don't get it. The person has moved on, and the person disrespected you and moved on. Generally, and left you for someone else, and you're still pining for them? You still want that?
Or is that just the excuse to not be in a committed relationship? Because I think technology has kind of ruined commitment now, and I think that it's so easy to have other people stroking your ego and other things or whatever, but you know, and so it's hard for men to be like, I'm going to stick with one person, and so it's easy to say, I'm mourning an ex.
I'm mourning an ex. Oh my god.
Or I'm looking for fun. Those are the two
things. And I don't mind. I would love to hear the truth. Mm-hmm. You know, so when I ask you if you're over your ex and you say you're not, then guess what? Get the hell off of dating sites. Mm-hmm. You are not ready to be on a dating site if you are not over your ex. And if you're only using this dating site to stroke your ego and make you feel like you still got it, I think that is really, really wrong. It's a terrible thing to play with people's emotions. There are actually good people out there. I know it's far and few between because of my experience in the last 2.5 years. They are few in between because everyone's got an agenda. I really wish that there were actual apps where people like had to sign some kind of oath, or they
undergo like psychiatric
evaluation. Because they go
drug test.
I've actually had a guy that I was talking to who told me like straight out he knew the keywords to say in a profile. I can't read John's comment. It throws me off. So, what was I? I was saying that I don't even know where I'm at because John has thrown me off with his comments. But no, in all honesty, I'm like, you have to mean what you're saying, say what you mean, and I'm just at a loss for why people go on a dating site, and I've been told that these men know that they should put in their profile looking for a relationship when they're not, because they know that a woman will be a vulnerable woman is a person who wants a relationship. Isn't that weird?
And who's willing to do things, to like expedite that process.
Yeah. It is. It's absolutely sad. But so I sound like I'm a little pissed. I am a little pissed because
it's a little raw.
I am. Yeah, this literally just happened this morning.
Today.
This was this morning.
Not even.
Yeah, after my date yesterday. So I get this great text message thinking, wow, this is great. And then let's do this again sometime. And now I'm like, wait a second, that's not a good thing? What the heck? When did language change? I'm just...
I don't know what the gutter life is.
What's gutter life? Who said?
Oh, no.
I am over my ex because she loved the gutter life.
Is she Pennywise?
I think he means like a person who's not not a good person. Mm. Like
shady a little bit.
Shady, like the Slim Shady, like Eminem. Who's the real Slim Shady? Please stand up. Okay, well it's not me. I'm actually I guess I'm the rarity in the world, but what's gonna happen? I'm gonna still plug away and still believe because that's what I do.
That's good.
I don't give up. I'm not a quitter. Anybody who knows me.
What about the one that you're having all these long talks with on text?
I have a person. He's angry. He's angry at the world.
He's my favorite. So
I have an angry guy that I have been talking to, and
they have the best conversation.
We have really good conversation, but he's never asked me out. He's thinks women are the like almost like John Wilde.
Yeah,
he thinks women are the worst thing. The women are the worst thing since whatever. And meantime, but yet what? Oh, she's to do with, that's, well, yeah. I mean, that's one freaking human being in the world. That's one bad woman. Don't judge the whole world on one bad woman.
She's already outnumbered because there's two great ones right here.
Exactly. There you go, John. Next. Thank you so much. When the right guy comes along, you'll know it. I thought I did. I'm actually, I'm just like everybody else. I don't know anything. I mean, I proclaim to be the dating doctor. I am the dating doctor.
You are.
But I am giving you,
doctors need wellness visits and checkups and diagnoses.
That's right. Well. Doctors get sick too, And yeah, and then John says, no, I love women 5-10 minute stops. Well, that lucky girl, I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe,
wow. Jealous,
exactly. Dude, that's the busy woman.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So today, I wanted to talk about that. And I do have my dream journal, and my dream, I call it a dream because this seems to be the never-ending nightmare.
So talk about some of the steps that you've been doing. Because, what is the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing again and again with expecting different results.
Yes.
So one thing that you have done really well, I think, since your last major relationship has been to do things differently.
I'm trying
and see how it goes. And if all that it does is make you feel better, then it's already succeeded. But
yeah.
So what are some of the things that you...
Well, I have a journal, and I talked about it last week. I listed the 3 things that I'll do today to love myself and honor myself and respect myself. So I write 3 things every day that I'll do. That I have the 3 things that my soulmate will love about me, and I write 3 new things every day. I also write 3 things that I would do with my soulmate. So I talk about it as if I have him. So I write 3 things each day of that. Then I write 1 note to my ex. And when I say my ex, it's the combination of all exes that came before. So you write a note to them, and it's supposed to be a positive note, okay? I would be saying something like, I have found a man who respects me, or I have found a man who enjoys my company, or I found a man who enjoys my sense of humor. And then I'll write at the end of that note, thank you for letting me go. So that's how I begin and how I end the note to the ex or exes. And then you write 1 note every day to your soulmate. And things like, you could say, I know that you're just around the corner, or I'm so glad that you're in my life. Thank you for being so good to me. So you write a note as if they are in your life. And so I write that every day. And then there's a T chart, and the T chart is a line down the center of the paper and then a line across the top. And you put on one side what you want, and then the other side what you don't want. For every want, you write the opposite of what you don't want. And I've heard the mystical number is 111 things. And in all honesty, it is actually hard to get to 111. I still haven't gotten to 111.
Really? Where are you at right now?
I'm about 45, 50.
That's good.
So it takes a long time to think about, and I think the reason why they make you do the 111 is they really want to push you, or the universe wants you to be pushed to think about what it is you actually do want. I didn't get to anything superficial till about like the 25th, 26th thing. So my first 25 were not about looks. They were more about the kind of person that I would want in my life. So, I try to put in
depth.
Yeah, they have depth. I know. The men are visual and such, and so are women. But it really what it comes down to. I said there's got to come a point in your life when you get okay. So you're attracted to somebody. Now what? Like, can you either you want to have a depth of your life and you want to go a little further down that rabbit hole, or you don't.
It's not.
But I think it's all about looks to a woman. I find, John, it's absolutely not true.
Not at all.
It's 100% men are what
visually.
That's what they are. It's the part of how their brain is wired. There's nothing wrong with it. I have no complaints if a man is all about the looks, and if a woman is all about looks, I have no complaints about that either.
Yeah.
The truth of the matter is that
everyone's different.
Everyone's different. But what some men like super skinny women, some men like voluptuous women like myself, and that's perfectly fine. I'm not going to hate on the guys who don't like me. They don't like me. They don't like me.
You don't like every body type?
I don't either. I have my own likes and things that make me that I'm attracted to. Doesn't make me right, doesn't make me wrong. And I definitely don't hate on people because they don't find me attractive. To each his own. Absolutely. I'm not gonna. If I judge people, then I open myself to judgment.
Yeah.
And I'm perfectly happy with who I am, and I deserve love the way I look right this very moment, and that's where it comes down to. And I think that, and there you go. John likes eyes and freckles, and good souls, and of course, good sex. Who doesn't? But that's also subjective.
Yeah.
That's subjective.
What's good for you might not be good for anyone else.
That's right. Or vice versa, you know? So when it comes down to it, really I want people to realize is that the best thing you could do, number one, is be honest with yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Not so much be honest. I mean, obviously you have to be honest with others, but when you're honest with yourself, being honest with others is going to come so much more naturally. So, so this guy that I'm telling you about, who, you guys are out, you're a guy, John. Yeah, you're a guy. And Jim Moore's on. Jim's a guy.
Yeah.
Jump in. So, I had this guy message me after a date that the next morning, which was today. He sent me a text that said, had a great night, had a great evening, something like that. And then about 2 hours later, I got another text message that says, we should do this again sometime. Yeah, you're a guy, John. Yes, you are.
So what's your take on that?
So I thought that because the guy said, oh, I had a great time last night, and then followed up with, we should do this again sometime. Hey, Jim, I actually thought that when a guy said we should do this again sometime, that he actually that means he wants to do this again sometime.
As did I.
I just found out by Googling it.
Google.
That it doesn't mean I want to see you again.
Absolutely.
It's the bizarro world. It's like it's that world from Willy Wonka, where everything he says is the opposite. So apparently, when a guy says we should do this again sometime, he doesn't mean it.
Yep. See.
What the hell, Jim?
At least he's being honest.
But why say that? Why not just say
I told you to leave the door open.
Why don't I have told guys, hey, I had a great time, but I'm just not feeling it. I think that you're a great person. We're just not good for each other. And I wish you all the best in the world. That's what I do. I literally, maybe because I have guts.
I think that
maybe because I'm a good person.
I think
I
also,
hate that bullshit that guys think that by saying that, that they're sparing my feelings.
Yeah, because I think that anybody who's actually gone through a major heartbreak, I was thinking this earlier today, if you're waiting for someone to text you back and you're kind of anxious about it, like, what is the worst thing that could happen? If someone rejects you, what's the worst thing that happens? You have survived your entire life without knowing some of these people that you're meeting, and you've done great without them.
Yeah.
So if they choose not to pursue something with you, or they don't respond to you, then the worst thing that happens is you're gonna feel like crap for a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's not going to change your life. Now, it's okay to be anxious if a family member is in the hospital.
Oh, of course.
That's a reason. But yeah, they're weak.
I mean, I know most people.
So my point though is that's why you have what you have about telling the truth, because you have experienced heartbreak.
Yeah.
And you've overcome it, and so now it's like, what do you have left to lose?
Yeah, I mean, I just think that doesn't a man appreciate don't they appreciate honesty?
Yeah, but they're too scared to give it back.
Oh.
Getting real.
Wow. I mean,
that's what I'm saying. That's what I was trying to get to, is that you're fearless because you've already experienced someone rejecting you, not in the past, or you've experienced.
Well, I don't feel like he's rejecting me. I just feel like if there's not a match, and if it's not a match, that's perfectly fine.
But that's why you don't understand, because you're so fearless in that fact that if you don't feel it with someone, you tell them that. You say, you know what, this isn't really going, because you were fearless because you've already experienced this hurt.
The honest reason,
just afraid. The
reason why I do it, if he was excited to see the girl again, he scheduled the next date right then and there. That is true. That is true. Well,
think about it in sales. Let's bring it back to marketing. If I'm on the call with someone, I'm going to say, okay, and they're on the fence about something, and they say, let's follow up. Great. On what day and time works best for you, so I can be the one to call you.
Yeah.
Let's have a meeting, or let's meet in person.
Yeah.
You're going to assume the close, and that's what I think he's saying is, you'd be so excited, he wouldn't be caring about his fear of rejection, or his fear of letting you down, or his fear of anything. Doesn't matter.
Right.
So, yeah.
Got it.
Also, I agree with John Wild on this one.
Stop dating douches. Mm-hmm. What's my choice? Give me a choice, because I'm doing the best I can.
Should we all come together and we're all going to contribute one person for you and do a speed dating round?
I mean, these dating sites, and I'm not going to call anybody out, but I know that there's people watching this right now who are on the dating sites because I see them and they see me. And I think that we're on there and we're on there and we're on there and nothing's happening. And I think that just tells you we're doing something that's not working, and it's the definition of insanity.
Yeah.
So what do we do? I don't have any answers other than, just what I've been told is that you just got to dive into your work, dive into your own, self-preservation. I know, Jim, I know you. Actually, I was talking about you. Because I see Jim on there, and Jim probably sees me. I don't know. Maybe his age range is I might not be on there, because I use some of them are like, some of these guys have their age ranges that they're looking for is like 18 to like 34 or something, and they're like close to 50.
I would not. I'm 30.
I literally had a guy reach out to me, and his age range was 19 to 65. And he was 50 years old. Oh my God, Jim, I know. Please laugh with me because somebody has to. So, if he opens the door after your meeting,
I do pay attention to that.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. No, he treated me well. He wasn't a bad guy, but I just think that I was saying that the age range. So this guy had his age range from I said like 19 or 18 to 65. And he is an airline pilot. Jim,
that's good. That's
32 to 50.
Range, I think.
Yeah.
Depending on how old you are.
32
Jim.
is really young for somebody who's 50 years old, because you're basically in a completely different decade, the different
phase of
life. Unless if you're looking to have children
at 50
then,
years old.
Well, if the man is 50 and he's looking to have children, he should be dating a 30-something-year-old. But if he's not looking to have kids, he should be in the range closer to his age range. Within 10 years, he should be within 10 years.
Yeah.
I mean, even then, but 10 years is fine. I don't know how old Jim is. You're not 87. He's not 87. Jim is like, I think my age. So yeah, if I was to date, okay, I have a 32-year-old guy who reached out to me.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, no, because what am I going to do with a 32-year-old?
I mean, I'm fun. I'm 30. I think I'm a cool person to hang out with. But would I want to do life with someone who has lived the life that I'm living right now 20 years ago? No.
A 32-year-old is probably going to want to have kids. And he's probably going to want to have children. Because most likely at 32 he hasn't had any. I don't have any. My adult.
Mm-hmm.
She's 19. So I'm going to want to travel. I don't want to be around a guy with little kids. I mean, it would have to be like, I can't even fathom a 32-year-old with a 9-year-old, because he has a 9-year-old, this person I'm talking to. I'm not even talking to him, but we were talking, but not anymore. But either way, I'm like, what am I going to do? Our lives are so different. And yes, intellectual conversation. Yeah, and not to say 32-year-olds are not intellectual, because how old are you?
30.
She's 30, okay? So, I mean, I'm old enough to be her mother, and a guy who's 50 or 48 or 49, a 32-year-old, you're old enough to be her dad.
I wouldn't date someone that age.
I mean, and that's what I'm saying. I'm putting it on me, too. I'm like, I don't know how I could date a 32-year-old. I just can't.
No.
So, anyway, going back to this airline pilot, who I will never date airline pilots.
Yeah. Okay,
I actually told him, I said, you
called him out, and he agreed with you.
And he agreed. I said to him, I go, first of all, you're an airline pilot, and you have a different girl in each city. And he goes, well, some people do that. And I said, well, okay, so you're trying to tell me you're the exception? Of course you're going to say you're the exception to the rule.
He didn't even, though.
And he didn't. And then I also said to him, your age range says 18 to 65. I go, that's not a man who's looking for a relationship. Mm-hmm. You're not looking for a relationship if you have that age range on there.
At least you're filtering these people out quickly.
I'm a skeptic. I've become a little bit of a hard ass, because you know what? I have to look out for me. Who the hell else is looking out for me? No one. Just me. That's all I got. So I'm going to call shit when I see it. And you know what? That's fine for him. Go for it, dude. Go date an 18-year-old. Go have a different girl in every city. Enjoy your life on correct. Enjoy your life on your terms, but Your terms and my terms, we're not even on the same page.
No.
So, he's attracted, because John, let's go back to John Wilde. This guy was attracted to me. So, yeah, it's not about, he didn't read my entire profile. He didn't read my profile at all. So, if he actually wanted an intellectual conversation no, that's not what they're looking for. They're going to go by looks first and everything else 15th and 20th. Really, it's like the first 15 things is looks. Which is, it is what it is. I mean, we're
the same way, though.
We women are also attracted to people, but and really what it comes down to is that I really, really, really want honesty. I want total, and not brutal. Brutal's off the list.
Yeah.
I would never be brutal to a guy. I was so, at the times that I had to say to a person, hey, this is, and I met him in real life and we didn't have any chemistry. With this guy that I'm talking about today, believe me, there was chemistry. Okay, there wasn't nothing. It's not my physical that he's rejecting. Okay, that's for damn sure. But I'm just putting it out there. But it may be that whatever the case may be.
I think it's just like laziness.
It is what it is. It's totally fine. I just want you to be honest. Just say, I had a good time, but this is not working for me. Mm-hmm. Be a man. I almost said that.
Seriously.
I almost said the F word. No, be a human.
Yes.
Not so much be a man. Be a human. So, yeah.
Amen.
Amen to that. Let me tell you. There is so little honesty.
Church today.
Yeah, we're preaching on the doctors. There's so little honesty in this world, especially in the dating world. I don't know. I just don't understand how people find anyone these days. It's just, I'm at a loss, Fudge. Yeah, I was going to say fudge. You got it. Well, I'll take good sexuality over looks. I don't know. What does that even mean? What is...
Freak. Like...
Oh.
I guess he chooses freakiness over...
Is that correct?
Looks.
Is that correct?
But how do you even know about the freakiness unless you're like attracted to their looks to get them in the bedroom? You know what I mean?
I don't know. John knows more than I do. I think with John should have the dating doctor, the wild.
Call him in to be a resident specialist.
Yeah, exactly. Physical attraction opens the door, but if she's full of crap or can't keep up intellectually, can I read the rest? Let me say. No, I can't read the rest. Oh, then she's not attractive anymore. I appreciate that. I mean, I and that's the thing. I don't think I have any problem keeping up intellectually with anybody. That is for darn sure.
Surprised this guy with that, remember?
Oh yeah. He's a machinist, and they make parts for F-18s, and he showed me a part, and it's aluminum, and he says to me, we had to anodize this, and I said, oh yeah, and he says to me, well, you know what anodize means? And I said, yeah, I do. And he called me out on it. He called me out on it. He goes, so what's anodize mean? And I told him. I said, anodize is when they take electrical and they put electric through it to make it anti-static, so that it doesn't cause any spark when it's in the airplane. And he looked and he goes, oh my God, you do know what it means. I'm like, yeah, I'm not stupid.
What kind of guys are you attracted to?
I'm attracted to well, okay. I'm going to put it out there. You ready? Are you ready? I'm not picking the wrong type.
Well, I mean...
Maybe I am.
I didn't say that, but clearly we're getting the same results here.
No, I'm getting the same results. I am attracted to, a man who's like me. Yeah, like me. Which means big personality. Okay? Confident. When they walk into a room, they can talk to anyone. Okay? I like someone who can sing, someone who can dance, someone who is what other guys want to be. Guys who are what every guy's like, hey, I want to be like that guy.
Yeah.
I don't like wallflowers. I don't like people who are timid.
You like the guy peacocking in the middle of the room a little bit.
I like a little bit of an asshole sometimes, yeah. I mean, a little bit of an asshole is actually a person with some good self-confidence. But a person who would never hurt another person. Somebody who's empathetic. An
alpha, yeah.
Yeah, an alpha. Oh, yeah, definitely. Oh, yeah. I like an alpha. Because I'm so strong all the time that when I come home, I don't want to be strong. Like, I want that traditional role. If that makes sense to anyone. You know, I know that sounds kind of sexist in this day and age. I am not a feminist. I mean, I don't care. I've probably lost some of my viewers, but I'm not a feminist. I believe that, you know, that there's gender roles, and I feel totally comfortable being in the gender role of a woman, whatever that traditionally has meant. And a man who's able to be that, you know, I don't need a provider. I have my own business. But when it comes down to it, it's like somebody who wants to take care of, oh my God, Shawnee, it's been a while since I've seen you. That's really, really funny. So, yeah, Shawnee, as a matter of fact, Shawnee, I was dating one of your friends, just so you know.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm going to put it out there. The guy that just recently left me. Yep. Jim Moore's a feminist.
I'm a feminist as well, in the sense that I do believe that there should be equal rights for both men and women.
Yeah.
And I think that's really what it boils down to. I do think the word has been misconstrued. But.
Yeah, I mean, I think equal rights is all cool. I mean, I'm about that. But when it comes down, I love you too, Shawnee. It's been too long. You know, it's just been a really rough road for me. I'm just trying to. My ex-husband moved on. He has a girlfriend. It's awesome. I'm so glad that he's found someone, because, you know, it's happiness should be everybody's goal, and he found it, and I'm really happy for him. I don't have any of that baggage. I don't pine for my ex. I don't have any animosity. I'm pretty much, I think, I'm going to sell myself.
Yeah, might as well.
I personally just think that I just have very little baggage in this game, on this dating game stuff. And I find so many people out there not ready to date. They have too much going on, and they haven't figured out their shit yet. And that is really, really hard to find somebody who's got their act together. And you know, that's a thing. Like, you should really try to have your act together as much as possible.
It's worth it
Everyone's
for yourself
and
for your future partner to do a lot of internal work.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you want it to be the best for you, too. I mean, everybody deserves that. Everybody deserves to be happiness and to find somebody who gets them, you know? But,
yeah. And like I said, I met a girl the other day, and she was telling me that she's going to different people, different nutritionists and this and that, and she told the nutritionist that she hates her thighs. And I said, number one, whoa, back it up. You just said you hate. First of all, hate is not a word that should be coming out of your mouth. It's such a toxic, bad word. And number two, you said you hate something about yourself? I mean, let the world hate on you. Why are you hating on yourself? Your thighs are perfect. Okay, there's going to be a man out there who's going to say, damn, girl, I love those thighs. Okay? To hell with that. You deserve love in the state you're in right now. If you want to change those thighs because you don't like them, then you go do what you got to do, girl. Go make those thighs the way you want them to be. But in all honesty, don't say that you can't have love and you can't have respect until your thighs are a certain circumference.
Yeah.
Or that, you know, I mean, come on. Your thighs have nothing to do with you being loved. There you go, John Weil will take you.
Yeah.
I'll give her name.
I mean, back in the day when, you know, and the things go through phases too, like body types go through seasons. Growing up for me, it was like the really, really teeny tiny, skinny, and now all of a sudden it's thick thighs save lives. So, you know,
gosh, yeah, when I was growing up,
everybody, it's just gonna ride the wave.
There's a 19-year age difference between Tatiana and I, okay? So yes, I can technically be her mom, okay? So let me tell you, John, you are too much, baby. Let me tell you. So
horn dog over there.
But when I was growing up in the 80s, okay, late 80s, my physique, yeah, booty was not in, and I'm just gonna say, okay, the Kardashians, I pray to the Kardashians. Thank God for the Kardashians.
And J-Lo, don't forget, she paved the way in the beginning in the 90s and early 2000s.
Yeah, my booty's in. I mean, I thank the Lord for that, and thank the J-Lo on the altar of J-Lo and the Kardashians. But growing up in the 80s, it was not the style what I looked like. Yeah, it was, you know, look at those videos back from those days, you know, Cherry Pie and, you know, the, what's her name on top of the car? Aerosmith and White Snake, Tawny Katane. Oh, yeah, come on. it was, you had to be 6'2" and, you know,
One.
yeah. So no, I'm actually very blessed to be in this era now and be single and have the body type I have, which I love my body. So, you know, if you don't, like what's Megan Trainor said, you know, move on.
Yeah.
You know, it's all about the base for me. So, and that's all good. You know, to each his own. I don't discourage anybody from, you know, liking what they like and enjoying what they enjoy. So I think that I've been talking about myself too much today, but you know,
this was not. I was actually thinking it would be nice to do a little bit more about like dating yourself. Almost.
Dating yourself, yeah.
And do some focus on that.
Who's Nina?
I don't know who Nina is.
Who's Nina? John says he dated a Nina lookalike. I don't know who Nina is.
Maybe someone from the 80s.
Is it Nina? You mean like
so I don't know.
Nina Blackwood? Is that what he means? I don't even know who he means. So tell us what you mean, John. So yeah, this has been a total, you know, just a total up and down roller coaster. I mean, this is the thing. Would I change the roller coaster? I don't think so. I think that I've had some, you know, good times and bad times, and it's up and down, and and every time it's a new learning experience, and it's discouraging. 99 Lift Balloons.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Got it. From Berlin was the name of the band, right? So yeah, I mean, I'm also questioning myself that maybe I can't read people as well as I thought I could, you know, and I don't know.
I think it's just not getting so invested so early on.
I know.
Because then if they don't respond, and if they do, they say the wrong thing, it doesn't really bother you as much.
I just believe that I constantly believe in the best in people. And I keep getting let down. So, I mean, I guess that's on me. That's on me. That's not on them. I guess I can't say all people are like that. It was good. It's good hearing from you too, Shawnee. I really do. It's been a rough 2018. I'm hoping the 2019 will be better.
But look at all the lessons you've learned in the last even month.
Yeah, absolutely.
And how different you feel and how much stronger you feel.
I definitely feel stronger. I think that, Nina was the name of the band? No, Nina, just Nina, no band. We'll have to get up after the show and see who Nina looks like, because we don't have no clue who that is.
I have no idea.
I don't know who that is either. But yeah, so it's been an up and down roller coaster with the dating out there. Aww. And I know plenty of people who are watching are going through the same thing. Shawnee says, "Remember, you're amazing, beautiful, sexy, and powerful." Yes, I am.
And so are all of our viewers.
And so all of our viewers. I definitely have never going to put myself in a position to feel less than. It's not, I don't feel rejected. I just feel let down that people can't be honest. It's the honesty that hurts the most. I actually told this guy a couple days ago, I said to him that the truth never hurts. It's lies that do. Lies hurt. So being truthful with oneself, don't be on a dating site if you're not ready. Mm-hmm. You know, when you're dating is to find out about each other, absolutely. And when it doesn't work out, I think just being honest and saying, hey, this wasn't for me. You're a great person, and which is generally true. I'm definitely a great person. And so I don't think he's a bad guy. I just think that we weren't obviously a match, but that's fine. I just don't like people lying to me and saying stuff like, or misleading me. Misleading is not good. It's just I think it's weakness, like you said. And I wish it's strength.
And I think that it's something that people don't even realize they're doing half the time, intentionally.
Yeah. That's true. I have to keep thinking that way, that people aren't intentionally trying to hurt me, because
we're just like a lost society with stuff like that, with communication.
That's why this dating thing is so tricky and a slippery slope and all that. It's because we got to put our hearts out every single time. You know, oh God,
don't read that.
I'm not gonna read John's nightly routine. But you know, I think that, well, let me put it this way: sex is easy. Sex is easy, simple.
Intimacy is not as much.
No, intimacy is not, but sex is super duper easy. I call it the microwave the microwave mentality. Cheap, easy, and fast. And if that's what you are, if you're a microwave person and that's what you want out of life, more power to you. There's a whole frozen food section where you can go and, freeze your tatas off and go get yourself a frozen meal. Cheap, quick, easy. But relationship, oh, I know, right? John's out of control. For the people who are not microwave ready, who are looking for the 5-star sit down, at this point I'll probably take Popeyes drive-through. But no, truth is you have to hold a standard for yourself, and you shouldn't accept less than what you respect yourself to be. And I believe, I'll take I don't have to be 5-star, would be nice, but I'm definitely not a microwave meal. Okay, I am not that. That is, Taco Bell is not me either. I mean, there's a happy medium of where I am and what I want out of life, and I don't look down on people who are in the frozen food aisle. But
there's seasons in life too, and you know exactly what you want, and guys say all the time that they want a woman who knows what they want, and here you are. So
they don't.
What's the problem?
I don't think men do want a woman who knows what she wants, because if it doesn't conform identically to what they want, then it's there's not much room for movement, and not to say that there should be. If you have concrete ideas of what you want, but put it this way, I told the guy that I was dating prior that it's not about having what you want. It's about receiving what you need. So if you're physically attracted to somebody, but they may not have the ideal situation, you may want to readjust what it is that you want, and just maybe what you need is going to come from that person. But you'll never know, because you've been so closed-minded about what I want. I have to have this. I have to have... she's got to be 5'8", and she has to be 130 pounds, and she has to have blue eyes, and she has to have blonde hair, and she's got to have big boobs, and she's got to have, money in the bank.
Knows what she wants, but is also easygoing. It's like,
can I just tell you something? This is the new thing that's really irked me so bad. When guys put on their profile that they're laid back. You're laid back. What? You know what that means?
It depends. I don't know, because I don't have a bad connotation with. I'm from California, so
okay. Well, that's true. Everyone's laid back. I love it when men say they're laid back.
Our creative writer.
Our creative writer's laid
walking
back.
Over here.
Steven's laid back. No, I love the new terminology these days. So a guy who's laid back just means, what the fuck? Like, that's what it means. It's like, whatever.
I mean,
that's
subjective.
No, it's not. It really is. It really is that.
I don't want an uptight person. So if they put laid back in their profile, I'm gonna be like, okay.
But they're basically saying is, I just whatever. I mean, I don't want.
I consider myself laid back, but I don't consider myself.
And look this up, guys. Everyone who's watching, including Jim. You may know this. I just learned this. Tacos. There's mention of tacos in profiles these days. No, it's not.
I don't know what that means.
Stephen, so I say I'm angry all the time and have no goals. You know what? Okay, so Jim, I'm being very respectful.
Same.
I when I see Jim on the dating sites, I swipe left. And
what do you do when you see your friends on
okay,
dating
let's
sites?
talk
I've
about
experienced this and not known what to do.
Okay, Jim, I'm not calling you out on this. I think this is really cool. So what do you do when you see somebody on a dating site and you know them in real life? Okay, well
I swipe no, because I'm just like, I don't know.
Isn't that freaky weird? It's freaky weird. So I have another friend, and it's not Jim. There's another friend who was on these dating sites, used to be on the dating sites, and I would see him, and I was like, and I would talk to him all the time, like he's just a friend, and I'm like, should I right swipe on him, right? Because just to say hi, to say like, what's the protocol,
I've swiped yes with people, and then ended up like we didn't know each other at the time, and then we worked together later, and I was like, oh.
Never swipe right on people you know.
Okay.
Oh, see, obviously, because if Jim was going to ask me out, he would have asked me out already.
I mean, I was gonna say it earlier, but I didn't want to put him on the spot.
No, because when I see him, the Jim's a good-looking dude, right? Okay, and everybody out there, check out Jim Moore. No,
yeah, if you're single,
yeah.
What's his age range? 32
to 50.
But we're gonna change that for him.
Right.
It's actually 40 to 50. Okay, 40 to like 55.
Right. But Jim's one of those guys. He's a good-looking dude. He's got his act together, as far as I know, because I've seen him a few times. He sings, right? Okay, so he's got that outgoing personality. So technically, on my scale, see, he says, I would definitely right swipe on Jim. But because I know him, I don't. And because also...
But why? If he, I don't even know Jim, so I can say that without any fear.
I mean...
If he makes all the list...
Because I've hung out with him before, and if he was interested, he would have asked me out. So that's fine. I'm not trying to make it awkward the next time we see each other. But I'm just saying that this is like a really weird
situation.
It's like real RIL.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry, IRL, right? In real life and online are two different worlds. So I left swipe because it's freaky weird.
Yeah. I think that's the best way to do it.
Yeah. I'm so sorry, Jim. I didn't mean to embarrass you in any way. I mean, in all honesty, I just said nice things about you. So don't. I hope he's not mad.
He's probably not.
He's broken up. He's all crying.
No, he's probably not.
Oh,
never
God.
date in the neighborhood.
I don't live here. No. I'm only kidding. I live in Oviedo, so I'm never here. Oh yeah, especially the neighborhood that we live in.
I think he's being like friendly.
I know, I'm only kidding.
Yeah.
I know. He's being polite. I know. So yeah, absolutely. So, but put it this way, it is a really weird world out there when it comes to this online thing. And the truth is, I would quit every single app tomorrow if I knew that I could meet someone in real life, because I am so much better in real life. Yeah. I've heard of that too. Don't shit where you eat. Yeah, we can say that.
Okay, I didn't know.
Yeah, we can say whatever we want.
I'm still your employee, so I don't.
Oh yeah, you can say whatever you want. The truth is that if I could quit these apps tomorrow, I would. But it just nobody has the skill set.
Yeah, the taco thing.
Oh, taco.
We got interrupted.
Okay, so I've heard two different versions of this. Men know what the word taco may mean. Google that, girls.
I think I know,
But I've heard that taco means that the guy is into having a date that's cheap. Like a cheap date. Like they take you to a fast food joint.
Like a Taco Bell.
Or a Taco Bell or something like that. So
do picnics count as this?
Picnics would count as a cheap date.
Wow.
It's romantic, but it's definitely...
I've been duped. I think I've been a taco.
But that's a new thing on men's profiles. You see it now. It
oh, wow.
says into tacos. Yeah. Or like, I don't know. I'm losing my mind.
Is that really a thing, or is that just because tacos became like a pop culture thing for a while?
It's a pop culture thing too. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's just bizarre.
Bizarro.
It's bizarro. So thank you guys, and forgive me for my indiscretions with my guests today. Didn't mean to put ananybody in a weird position.
It's all fun.
It was all fun. I just am losing my mind today, and you just came along for the ride. So thank you for being on Yvonne's Wild Ride today, and with John Wild, who's practically a guest host. All about the money now. Yeah, it's not about money, John. It's just that it's about
decency and respect.
Decency and respect. I mean, I don't mind going out for tacos. Like I said, I've dated guys who...
Oh, it's National Taco Day, by the way?
It is National Taco Day. It is. There's plenty of places. As Tiffany says, you know what a guy thinks of you by the earrings he buys you. Oh my gosh.
Aww.
I haven't had a guy buy me jewelry, since... Yeah,
we won't talk about that.
We're not going to talk about the guy who brought me jewelry.
You don't deserve anything.
The guy who bought me jewelry, and an hour after he bought it, he said to me, "You're not going to throw that away when we're not together, right?"
Like setting you up for
He
that?
literally said that to me. Yeah.
And vodka?
Vodka? Oh, the vodka.
Oh, Vodka Day.
Oh, it's National Vodka Day and also National Taco Day. So, why not have vodka and a taco?
Yeah, typically I do tequila, but, I guess they work still.
Very fun. So, you guys, thanks so much. And really, I really appreciate you guys interacting with me and supporting me, because Yvonne is, sometimes this roller coaster of dating is just woo.
The doctor's on a health mission.
My head is spinning today. It's just spinning. But this never-ending cycle is still playing itself out. So hopefully one day I'll turn around and there'll be somebody who's like, you know what, you're freaking awesome. Other than Shawnee, because Shawnee's got a wonderful fiance. I believe they're engaged, and he's a good guy. And there should be more good guys like that who when they find someone, they know they lock it down. I think that's fantastic, and he's a romantic at heart, and that's all good stuff. So thank you so much for just listening to me today and helping me get through this craziness.
Yes.
Tomorrow's a new day.
Next week we'll have some updates.
Yeah, tomorrow's a new day. Okay, guys, thank you so much. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your week, and I wish you a fantastic weekend. Much love. Thanks a lot. Bye.